Alright, so I'm making this video because I made a post about the D3 control scheme, and I don't think, there was a lot of confusion resulting from what I said, because I think it's pretty hard to really explain what the fuck I'm talking about when you're trying to explain this through text, and control schemes aren't exactly the most clear thing to really talk about, so I'm going to talk about this with a little visual aid from Bloodline Champions. It's a game that's very mechanistically similar to Diablo 3, and I'm going to talk about the 8-point movement scheme. As you can see here, my frame rate's really terrible. This game, it really isn't that clunky, but like up, down, side to side, directionals. Yeah, I'm just pressing WASD and it's moving my character around. So my hand is where it's aiming, or not my hand, my cursor is where I'm aiming. So it separates the aiming system from the movement system, so you can actually like move in these dynamic directions while shooting, and that's something that the nav point system you really can't do, because you've got to use your mouse for moving while using your mouse also to aim. So I'm going to catch you up a little bit on what really is going on here, like what is this guy. So you can really think of him as kind of like or her rather, sorry about that, Nomad. You can think about that this guy is like a ranger and throws boomerangs, and it's very similar to Diablo 3 in the sense that you got like 6-7 moves here, and 1 and 2 are your mouse buttons, and they're kind of like your spammable, your like money making, damage dealing moves. And then you've got some cooldowns, like you can sprint, you can shoot while you're sprinting, which is very cool, and you've got like a CC, you got ground placements, you got all this stuff. You can think of this guy kind of like a D3 character that you've built. He's pretty similar, and the game is pretty similar. The only real huge difference is the movement scheme, which is why I'm using this, because the movement scheme is fucking phenomenal. So what it allows you to do is you can shoot and move separately, so you can do all these tiny adjustments, or you can be moving, you can use skills while moving, which is something you just can't do in Diablo, because you have to use games like Diablo and Dota, you have to use your mouse to control your character while you shoot, so it really limits mechanically the abilities, because you can't use like this. I can move and shoot this ground placement backwards while moving. That's not something you can do in Diablo. Unless you've set a really long control route, you can be like do 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 and shoot behind you. I suppose that would work, though I haven't seen any abilities like that. So it's great because, like, if you're playing Nightmare, like if everyone here who's watching this video wasting their time is going to be playing on like Nightmare super hardcore dungeons to the max, whatever the fuck, and whatever the hardest difficulty is now, and like there's going to be strategies in this game. It's not going to be like Skyrim where the shit's just like chasing you around, punching you in the fucking face, and your job is to kind of like punching them back in the face until they die. There's going to be like, I don't have a beta key, and I wanted to delay this video until I had a beta key, so people would be like, oh, you don't even have a beta key, like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm basing this almost exclusively off of gameplay videos from the beta, so I kind of know what I'm talking about, but not like all the way nuanced. But I don't think that really matters. What matters is the control scheme is kind of exactly like D2, where you just click and you move, and that limits it a lot. Like, Witch Doctors is a class that uses a lot of ground placement effects and a lot of skill shots, and he's gonna have the problem of like using his cool ass like fucking flamethrower that shoots bats or whatever it is. That's awesome, but you can only move. You're gonna have to be stationary while you fire it, so you're not gonna be able to like kite with it, like backpedal away from a bunch of mobs and fucking obliterate them with a flamethrower. And like I've seen videos where there's like they put down turrets that shoot at you, and if you want to be popping them in the face and dodging the little beams that come at you, you're gonna have to be making like little tiny adjustments like this to step out of the way of stuff. But if without this control scheme, that would be insanely fucking hard. You'd have to be like Korean and have like 10,000 APM and like smash your wrist to be like shooting here and like micro button, SSL. Like, it's not easy to do this really trivial thing that you can accomplish with this control scheme really easily. And you can see my frame rate is just absolutely terrible. But regardless, like, for a system that's really complex, you're going to need this, because in Diablo, there's not going to be any moves that you can use while moving, and all of your moves are going to be necessary that you, like, if you want to move and shoot, you're going to have to set like these big routes so that you can take the time while you're moving to then move your cursor and shoot. And I mean, honestly, I don't buy the whole, like, oh, you can only move in 8 directions. It doesn't really work, because these tiny I mean, like, I've got like fucking 2 FPS, which is really exaggerating the clunkiness in the movement, but still, like, it's not that much. Like, to play League of Legends and move, you gotta fucking put like 1,000 little waypoints down to get a nice curve. And this is pretty close, and it also lets you shoot during it. So, I mean, this is a phenomenal system. And, I mean, I would imagine they don't want to pioneer in some new weird system that only some game from Sweden has picked out. But I mean, this control system's getting more and more popular. You see it like pretty much everywhere now. Like, I just bought Dungeon Defenders. It's pretty fun. I'm sure a lot of people have played it. And it's another isometric game like this that uses the same like 8-point movement system, and it works. It works good. It works great. Like, it feels good. It feels good, man. But like, I feel like the nav point system is really outdated. It feels like an RTS character's movement. Like, you feel like it limits a lot of stuff because you can't. Like, the moral of the story that I'm trying to get across is you need to separate your movement from your aiming so that your aimer can permanently be on aiming duty and your movement can permanently be on movement duty. See, you don't really have two things both sitting on the same control scheme. Like, the mouse should only do one of them and the keyboard should do the other. And I mean, that seems self-explanatory, but it works out just absolutely awesome in this game. And this game isn't just some, like, I mean, yeah, it's not very popular because it's made in Sweden and like no one's ever fucking heard of it, but this game is an MLG and does have SK Gaming Team, so it's not like this is just some random fucking terrible ass game that no one plays. Like, a lot of people play this game and it's really good, and it's actually really competitive too. And like, one of the main problems I have trying to communicate this idea to people is every time I tell someone, like, I want WASD to be how you move, they're like, oh, you mean like World of Warcraft, where you fucking in third person, and it's practically like a first-person game that's zoomed out, and it's like this? It's like, no, this won't fucking work for Diablo, but this is what people think when you tell them I want WASD to be how you move in the game. Like, this is kind of what I'm talking about, but obviously it's third person, so this doesn't work. And yes, I'm saying World of Warcraft and have Minecraft up, but it's because World of Warcraft's like fucking 70 trillion gigs this at this point I don't have installed, so Minecraft has roughly the same movement scheme as that, with the whole right, left, front, back, whatever. No one key turns, so I'm not even gonna count that as part of the movement. But yeah, this isn't gonna fucking work because it's D3. It's gotta be top down. It's gotta be isometric. So this isn't the WASD I'm talking about, which is one of the main concerns people have. Like, I say, WASD needs to be in the game, and they're like, fuck you, WoW nerd, you faggot bitch. I hope you die in a fire and go break your legs and fucking use the bone to stab your grandmother to death. And I'm like, calm down. I'm just trying to talk about controls. And it just, after that point, it's really hard to talk to them, because they're like, you just wanted to be like, fucking WoW, Diablo rules, WoW fucking sucks. And I'm like, I'm on your team. But in a game like League of Legends, I mean, this game plays a lot like an RTS, and that's obvious because it was originally made as a custom map in an RTS, so of course it plays like that. It's got 4 abilities because that's how many you could set, and you move with your fucking mouse like this because it's practically like an RTS character. So that really limits your freedom to use abilities, because let's say, like, let me just assign a point to something. You're just running away, and you're just like moving, your mouse is over here because you're running, and there's a guy behind you. I mean, if you wanted to attack him, you would have to click here. So, I mean, you kind of lose that ability to just like run around and shoot. And this is roughly how Diablo 2 works, in that kind of like point and click way. And that kind of worked out in Diablo 2 because most of your characters specialized into like a handful of abilities, and that's pretty much all you use. So, I mean, you pretty much played like an RTS character. Like, I know some people are going to disagree with me, like, oh, D2 characters are super intense and deep, but they played pretty simply. So, like, this, you just to turn around, you have to... I mean, I ran that entire time. I couldn't have changed directions if I wanted to. Like, if someone's trying to shoot a skill shot that hit me in the back, and I'm hitting E to aim over here, I mean, I gotta continue running on that route, because I'm not controlling it manually while it goes. Oop, it just started in Wasta. But, yeah, so... Since I, at this point, have probably consumed all the crap you have ever given about control schemes in video games, I'm just gonna say thanks for watching, and hope you liked it.